Somebody wrote and asked me to talk about laziness. How do we get ourselves out of a place of wanting to do something? We just want to get in better shape, we want to eat right, we want to go out on an adventure, but we can't even get ourselves to take that first step. Today I'm out in the woods with the forest monks at Rewald University, and they're doing an airplane crash challenge where they came out with just their clothes and magnesium fire starter, and then I placed out some things and they get to use the things that they found and see if they can get through the night with food, hydrated, and warm in the morning. This is the kind of thing that makes lifelong memories. It's fun. But even though a lot of us might want to get out and do something like that, we just have trouble getting ourselves, again, out the door. Whether we're preppers or survivalists or just trying to get in better shape. It's one thing to sit in our living room and practice our skills or think about what we'd like to do, but to get out there and actually do it. There's so many temptations in our culture. At home, I would have good food, I'd have a nice, comfortable bed, I'd be with my family. A lot of us have television, and somebody's not happy with me over there. A lot of us have television, movies, internet. There's those comfort foods. And I'm not just talking about food, but the comfort things that we surround ourselves with. So if you think of all of those as comfort foods, then we start to see that there's a wall between us and those adventures that we want to have or those efforts towards self-improvement. Today, I'm going to share a couple of methods to get yourself past that wall. The first one involves a lifestyle change. And this one might not be super exciting to hear, but it's realizing that there is a wall between where we are right now and a lot of these adventures we want to have. And that wall is made of comforts, different things, habits, the things that just make us feel like our day is normal, relaxed, the way we like. Now, one way that we can bridge this gap is to reduce the power of that wall. That means starting to infuse our daily lives with more adventure. If I love sleeping in my comfortable bed, I might realize that that is a wall between me, where I am right now, and getting out and doing a minimalist camping adventure. In my heart, I might want to go out and do that minimalist camping adventure and be Aragorn out in the woods, sleeping with just a blanket. But that bed, there it is between us. So here's what I can do. I can start sleeping without a pillow. I can start sleeping without all the sheets. I can even go and sleep on the ground next to the bed. As I begin to do those things, I start to teach myself that that comfort is maybe not as comfortable as it seems. And the more I do it, the weaker that wall becomes. Before long, I might be at a place where I don't feel that wall between myself and getting out and being Aragorn sleeping with a blanket. Whether you choose to reduce your wall's power or not, there's some other methods that you can use. I'm not going to get into developing willpower here, except to say that every time we utilize our willpower, it's like a sprint. It gets us tired in the sense that it reduces the willpower that we have at our disposal right now. Researchers have found that You can think of willpower as a certain amount that you have in your tank. And if you're going to use up half of it to make yourself do something, you're going to have less willpower in the short term. But just like a sprint, it gets you tired and weaker in the short term because of that end of that sprint. Oh, you're feeling pretty beat. But tomorrow, you're stronger. So every time we utilize our willpower, it gets a little bit stronger. And even though in the short term it reduces our tank gets bigger and bigger and bigger and filled up more and more and more the more we exercise our willpower. So number one is willpower your way through it. For a lot of us, we've tried that. It doesn't work. We have self-punishment mechanisms going so that we try to willpower through something, we fail, we say, oh, God, I suck. I'm never going to do this. And we reduce our ability to do it next time. So here's where we can utilize a couple other tools. The first tool is enlisting the help of others. The monks out here have the advantage of I'm setting stuff up for them, quite frequently. So they have that encouragement to get out and practice some martial arts, to exercise, to go on a wilderness adventure, to go foraging. They also have each other, so they can motivate and encourage each other. There are groups online. There are apps on phones. And there are your friends and your family. There's a lot of power to saying, okay, I want to go do this 2-night outdoor adventure and test some of my survival skills. What I do then is I announce it. I say, hey, friends and family, I do a big mass email or put it on Facebook. Here's what I'm going to do. And I want to let you know because I want you to hold me accountable. I'm going to tell you about my adventure when I get back. Now, you've told 30 people and you've harnessed the power of tribe to help you and motivate and encourage you to actually do what you said you were going to do. The second tool is called the bowl of challenges. If you watch the rest of the videos on this channel, you've already seen it. It's an old video I put out, but it's definitely one to watch. I'll put a link at the end of this video. The bowl of challenges, in short, gives us a daily, hourly, weekly, whatever you choose, challenge that you create for yourself. So it's something that you can scale. You can start off easy, make it more and more challenging as time goes on, and it starts to recondition your mind. The essential thing to understand is that feeling of laziness or that feeling of non-ability to get momentum going, it's a conditioned thing inside of us. Our culture really does this to us. It does it with the comfort walls and getting us used to a comfort that feels good enough that we keep finding ourselves kind of tempted back into it, but it doesn't make us feel alive. It doesn't fill us up. And so breaking free of that changes your life. And the good news is that whether you're using willpower or you're going to hold yourself accountable with a friend or a group of friends or a tribe, or you're going to use the bowl of challenges, any of these methods, they start to recondition your mind. This is what it's all about, my friends, is taking control, taking the helm of our minds again. For so long, for so many of us, the various medias, the various habits, all these things that are in our culture, they've been dictating how our mind works. And they don't create an optimal mindset. They tend to create a mindset that gets us just satisfied with the mediocre aspects of life and keeps us in that rut so that we will continue just working at jobs we don't enjoy, keep outputting, never really stopping to think, what is it that I'm passionate about? What are my true gifts that I can give the world? When you do this and you start to break free of that laziness, you're literally changing the world because you are part of this world. And when you make a change in yourself, you make a change in the world. We need this right now. We need you. We seriously need you because you have gifts that this world needs. Bring them to us, okay? Please, please do. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts, ideas in the comments below. Other methods for getting motivated. What's worked for you? What hasn't? And we can all be inspired by what we share down there. Thanks much.